Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to give you some of my best basketball plays for teams that are really great at shooting the three-point shot. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check these out. Okay, so first in this play, we're going to have player 1 pass to player 3, and player 1 is going to cut down towards that low corner. We're right now running up against a man-to-man defense, but this also does work against a 2-3 and 3-2 zone defense. I've also ran it once against a 2-1-2 as well. And then from there, what we're going to do is have player 1 stay down there for 1 second. We're going to have player 3 dribble up towards the top of the key, which is where we're going to have him pass over to player 2. At this time, we're going to have player 4 go down into the low post, and then we're going to have player 1 cutting along the baseline. Player 1 is going to cut along the baseline using player 5 and 4 as a staggered screen, and he's going to be popping up towards the free throw line extended. This is where he's going to catch that ball. He's going to possibly take that three-point shot. Now, meanwhile, we're going to have player 2 cut down towards that low corner, and just because player 1 may be open, he may be staying with player 1, or at least covering both of these players, where player 1 could drive and take that shot. But most likely, player 1's man, if he hasn't taken the shot, has got through that double screen, which is where we're going to have now player 3 popping up towards the top. And we're going to have now, at this time, player 1 passing over to player 3. Player 2 is then going to be cutting along the baseline. Player 5 is going to be popping back down. Player 4 and 5 are both going to be screening. Player 2 is going to be popping out towards that free throw line extended, and he may be open for that shot. Now, this is basically almost like a motion offense, where you can quite literally run the same motions over and over and over again, where now we can now have player 5 and 4 screen in that low post, player 3 cutting along, and player 1 passing to player 3 for that shot. Now we're going up against a 2-3 zone defense, and we're going to be having the zone most likely look like this. And at this point, we're going to be having player 1 passing over to player 2, and we're going to be having player 5 cutting up and screening for player 4. The reason why we're doing that is because player 1 is popping out towards that side, and player 2 can pass him the ball for the shot. Now, what's going to happen is after that screen, we're going to have player 5 roll off that screen, and of course, he could be open in that low post to take that quick shot, but most likely he's going to be covered there. And that's why we're going to be running this next play. We're going to be running a pin down screen for player 4. He's going to be popping up, and if we've got a player who is able to hit that shot, who's also a post player, this secondary option is a very good option for your team. However, most of the time, you will have player 1 who does actually get open well enough in that low corner for that three-point shot. Now this works against the man-to-man defense as well, except instead of player 5 screening for player 4, he would be screening for player 1's defender. So what I mean by that is player 5 would be coming up, setting a back screen on player 1. Player 1 would be going down to that low corner and taking that shot. So against a 3-out, 2-in, high-low offense, we're most likely going to be having player 2 guarding player 1 on that side, and player 1 guarding that pass over to player 3. We're going to be having player 3 most likely front-facing or defending player 4 on that right side, technically our left side, and player 5 is going to be coming up and defending player 5, and player 2 is going to be cutting off any kind of passes to player 2. Now, what we're going to be having is, from here, we're going to try and get some players open along the wings. So how we're going to do that is we're going to be setting a screen with player 3 on player 1, and we're going to have player 5 and 4 set a screen on those 2 players over there. Player 2 is going to then cut across the key. He's going to be popping out, and this is where player 1 is going to pass him the ball for that shot. Now this one only works against a 2-3 zone defense. Now a backup option to this is, let's say player 1 gets through that screen. We now have player 3 front-facing player 4. Player 5 is moved over. Player 4 is moved over. What we're going to be having now is player 3 cutting across the key, and we're going to be having player 3 popping out towards player 2, and then by that time we can have player 1 drop off so that he can defend the pass over to player 1. Now, at this time, what we're going to be having is player 2 dribbling up, trying to get that pass over to player 1. And we're going to be having player 5 setting a screen on wherever player 4 is. Player 1 is going to be dribbling. He's going to be picked up by player 2. And player 3 should be able to pop up to be able to get that pass from player 1 for that 3-point shot. So now we've got a couple of different options from this one single play. Now we've got the Horns offense against the man-to-man defense, and what we're going to be doing here is something that's very simple. We're just going to be doing pin-down screens for players 3 and 2, and we're going to be having those players coming off of those screens. One of those 2 players are going to be open for the shot. Now this is a nice quick hitter that you can run if it's near the end of the game. Now of course I need to run a play against a 2-1-2 zone defense because that's apparently very popular. So what we're going to be having here is player 1 is going to dribble out of that single coverage from player 5 into double coverage with player 2. He's going to do a quick pass over to player 2. This could also be ran on the other side as well. Meanwhile, wherever player 4 is trying to defend, we're going to have player 4, blue, setting a screen so that player 2 can take that shot. So if player 2 was already playing out, then we want to have player 4 set a screen, maybe in the back corner where player 2 could drive, but this is all about 3-point shooting teams. So what we need to have is a setup screen beforehand, so when player 1 is still up top, when he starts dribbling in that one direction, that's going to start pulling player 2 right up. Player 4 is still defending that low post, that little block. Player 4 is going to curl around, and you're going to be doing a quick pass over to player 2 for that shot. Now, I hope that these plays help your team get more 3-point shots. If they do, let us know in the comment section below. And, of course, if you have any questions, let us know. I will see you guys again later on today for the second video of the day.